Hello, 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 and welcome, my Cancerian collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Mercury signs. Welcome to your new moon to full moon reading for February to March 2020. I am your reader, Mark Angela Lyons Mel, for short, president of DrawingTheCircle Productions, professional witch, professional intuitive, and just recently over 1,000 subscribers. Thank you so much, my Cancerian collective, my subscribers out there. If you are new to my channel, join in the fun. I'm very, very happy that we made it. Just waiting for YouTube to okay me so that I can do super live chat, and then we are off and running. We're gonna have so much fun. But that being said, let's get down to business. I am gonna do a video thanking my subscribers, but I want to get this series done. I literally did a tarot party last night in Santa Mariches, Long Island. Wonderful time, lovely group of women. Oh, and one guy, a husband, came along. He was really cool too. Read them in an open reading, right? Everybody heard everybody's stuff, but you know, just pulling cards. It was really a lot of fun. And by the time I got home, when I opened up the laptop, there it was. I was like, oh, I got over 1,000 subscribers. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Now, down to business, Virgo that I am. This is a general read. Please take what resonates, what doesn't, because we're looking at this new moon in Pisces to full moon next, which is on the 9th of March in Virgo. And Mercury is still retrograde, but it goes direct the same day as the full moon in Virgo, which is weird because Mercury rules Virgo as well as Gemini. So keeping that in mind, there's something odd about this one. Go check your Mercury retrograde reads that I did last week or so, because these two should go in tandem, one would feel, Cancerians, right? So again, please take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Check your other signs. That's why I included Mercury signs, usually for new and full moon reads. I don't involve like Venus or Mercury, it's just Sun, Moon, Rising. Really, I should just do it moon signs, but it's more fun to get 3 of them. Ready? Remember to breathe. We're doing an element spread. You'll see what that's all about. Really, just 8 cards total in the spread, but that's what you need in a Mercury retrograde. But the paradox is that it's waxing moon from new to full. We're supposed to be building and making something happen while at the same time retrograding, re-examining everything. So it's a little, I don't want to call it push-pull, but it's sort of like the ocean is ebbing and flowing at the same time. It's a little tricky. So a little guidance, a little grace, a little chakra in your face, right? Let's see how this goes. We're going to start with the Healing with the Angels Oracle by Doreen Virtue. All the decks I read are in the description box below. I'll call them out as I go. Breathe. The more we partner with our breath in any moment, we're connecting to the still point of the now, where the divine resides within us all. Breathe. Still point. My angels, please, one card, just one, in clarity, for this Cancerian collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Mercury sign for this new moon in Pisces to full moon next in Virgo, Mercury retrograde considering. What is the Healing with the Angels Oracle card? What is the angel that is going to work with them, the angelic healing that's available for them for this new moon to full moon, Mercury retrograde, and all of that for this Cancerian collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Mercury sign? This is sort of like the foundational card of the whole spread. Spiritual growth, which sounds really lovely at first. I don't know about you, but I've usually had to suffer in some way in order to grow, right? To let go of what was comfortable in order to grow past it. Mercury retrograde, that can even be something in terms of a belief system, right? Nothing necessarily changes on the outside, but something changes on the inside, which need not necessarily be comfortable, but like growing pains, right? God, I had terrible growing pains when I was a kid. My legs, then I became a dancer as a result. I have quite the history. I'm going to be 52 this year. I know I don't look it. There's some purpose behind that. Let's look at the Daughters of the Moon Tarot to get you an element spread. That's why it's in the title. Fire, Earth, Air, Water, Spirit. Really from that point of view of Mercury retrograde that we're going to reevaluate your elements, right? Good idea to do every now and again. So nice deep breath. We're going to ask my goddesses and my gods, my deities in total, both divine masculine and divine feminine, for guidance and grace for you. Here we go. Breathe. Oh, goddess, I feel you so strong. The three goddesses that share the throne of Cancer are Hestia, the virgin goddess, Hestia, Hera, the mother queen, and Hecate, the crone, the three H's. Please, my goddesses and my gods, 5 cards, element spread. We're going to call them as we go, please, for this Cancerian collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Mercury signs. Please, please, please. Element of fire. What is it that they want that they need to reevaluate and look at? Element of earth. What is the fuel that feeds the fire that they need to reassess, reevaluate? Element of earth. Their element of air. What is it they need to rethink and really look at? What's going on in the mental field for them? Element of water. What is it that they're feeling that they need to look at? Or what emotion is it that they need to readdress or redress? That was interesting. Never said that before. And what is the point of view of the soul? The message or the point of view of the soul in the position of spirit. We got our spread. Let's look, keeping in mind all through the lens of the angels saying spiritual growth, right? So where's the spiritual growth in terms of what you want? Now, Ace of Flames, the Ace of Wands is definitely a fire card in a fire position, but it's a seed, it's an impulse, it's a creation. It's like, oh, I have the feeling of creation. Something is being created, or at least in this case, I want something new created. Perfect for a new moon, but with the Mercury retrograde, we know starting things can be a little wonky. Make sure you're really looking at all of the element of air, the information. That's why people say review contracts, right? It's like, and why communications are so weird, because communication has to pass through the air, right? I mean, granted, written in text, but it's the element of air. So what is the air that's going to feed this seed of fire? Almost like a creative spark that needs the fuel in the air and all of that in order to grow and make its way through the cycle of the minor arcana of fire. Flames in this deck, wands and others. So even that phallic energy, right? Ace of Wands, like Rider-Waite Tarot, like ready to hit you on the head with it, right? This is definitely initiatory. Get that. You want that. Let's look at the element of earth. Well, what you got is the happy, right? You've got the card of the sun, Amaterasu. Brilliant, beautiful card. So there's even clarity here. There's a great sense of light. There is a great sense of things being clear, brought out into daylight. And even I do feel like the support of friends and family, which isn't always associated with that card, but because it's 4th house, Cancerian, right? So the home. So it does feel like maybe even there's some happy home and stability going on for this new moon to full moon next that allows you to perhaps see a little bit clearer and have the support to make this a wiser seed planted, as it were. What's the element of air? Going to be key in this spread because of the Mercury retrograde. Ooh, if you can take it from the point of view of the learner. 8 of Pentacles. Work in progress. Learning. Just, I want to start this thing. Maybe you're still learning how to do it, right? So it's like, all right, I'm going to whistle while I work. I'm going to whistle while I learn. I love this card. It is the crone teaching the maiden how to weave a blanket, right? And here she's showing her work. She's like, I've been doing this before you were born, little thing. So let me teach you how to do this so I can pass on my skill to you, right? Wisdom comes from experience. So if in terms of spiritual growth, can you ask more than with the learner in the mind, to have the learner's mind? Oh, the beginner's mind, thank you. We've got some Buddhists. Of course I have Buddhists. I've got all different kinds of guides. What do you think? I got to talk to like all these different people in this lifetime. I'm very heavily I'm well vetted. Because in your emotions here you got the card of the Lovers. Now again, does that mean that you're going to be a lover and you're in love? Look, maybe. But it's a major arcana card that talks about major life-changing decisions between the head and heart. Or can you get the head and heart to agree? Here, I'll give you an example of this. I haven't said this on video in a while. I know how to split most women in half. Put a brownie in front of them. Right? Most women, not all women, right? Because the heart chakra, the emotions are going to say, oh, I love that brownie. And the head's going to be like, wait a minute. Is there cal in that? What's the fiber? What's the calories? Oh, no. I worked out today. There's no... And so, different directions. What's the throat going to choose, right? Mental power, emotional power, willpower, the power of choice. So really, the card of the Lovers is not so much the heart as it is the throat. Asking somebody out, for example, looks like a choice, but sometimes it ends up being a major decision if that's the person that changes your life, right? If you know what I mean, in one way or another, or 69 different ways, or maybe 99 ways except that one. Let's really look at this then. So there is an emotional decision here, right? Your heart may be weighing heavily on you. You are a water sign, sun, moon, rising, or Mercury. So to really give yourself the guidance and the grace of knowing this is a learning curve. I'm talking about an ace here. It may be life-changing, but if I now know that it's all about my spiritual growth, it doesn't mean I'm going to like it all the time, but it also doesn't mean I'm not going to benefit from it in the long run, right? It's like working out. Yeah, first day sucks, right? The first day usually of any kind of new practice, unless it's something ecstatic, right? You know, like ecstatic breath work, which I highly recommend. Then it's hard to stick to. Then, like, after a week, you're like, oh, screw this, right? Sometimes things aren't for you. But if you can take the learning curve here, with the soul talking about security here, the Four of Pentacles, at the point of view of the soul, the voice of the soul is like, you're safe to do this. There is safety here. There is physical safety here. The groundwork has been laid. You don't have to be so guarded. This decision, though emotional and perhaps intuitional, is well supported. And it's funny I say the word well there, because that's what these women are doing. They're taking the pots, the jugs for water to the well, filling them up and returning to their families, right? So there is that sense of the guidance is here, the grace is here, it's here all along, but you may have to keep coming back to the well. They're not going to tell you everything all at once. Intuition isn't about next week. It's about right now, and that's why people don't trust it. It tells you turn left, turn right, right down here. It tells you the creative intuition, the heart, third eye, and crown, and the visionary intuition of the eighth. Just for right now. Nobody gets more than that, right? Not even the masters got more than that. And I could go into that, but then this video will be way too long. But a really very, very, very lovely element spread here. You got fire and fire. You've got 2 major arcana cards out of 5, which is impressive for only 5 cards. The learner and that security, like the soul's got you in terms of your spiritual growth, and I feel like in general. 2 more cards down. Almost anecdotal, but kind of just saying, like, here, keep this in mind. 1 from your higher self and 1 from the Ascended Masters. So let's get your higher self one with the Whispers of Love Oracle. Nice deep breath, please. Still point. My Cancerian collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Mercury signs. Here we go. Higher selves of all involved, please 1 card in clarity for this Cancerian collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Mercury signs. Whew. Feeling the flow on you all up there. 1 card in clarity. Oh, don't you dare be flipping cards going backwards in the deck. Chaos! Please, higher selves of all involved, just the 1 card for this Cancerian collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Mercury signs. I adore my crab cakes, so please, 1 message for them for this new moon to full moon. Next, true love. You got the true love card. This love is a once in a lifetime love. Now that again changes this, right? That this is a question of a decision about true love, a once in a lifetime love. Now the thing about a once in a lifetime love really makes it feel like, well, so you better do the right thing or else you're gonna lose it. No. A true love relationship, working on a book on it still, not even ready to go to press anywhere anytime soon. It's an ebook anyway, it doesn't go to press. But the path of true love is about becoming divine love. That whatever is going on here is relative to the path of true love. Keep an eye on your relationships. Keep in mind, yes, of course you have true love relationships that are romantic, sexual, intimate. No question. But then you also have ones that are familial, right? Friends are true love as well. I can say with not just my boys, my cats that I have now, my 3 black cats. I love them. They're not pets. My true loves, they're my sweethearts. They're my sons, right? It's like people say pets. I'm like, pets? And then people want to call it familiars. Look up what that really means. They're not my familiars. Familiars are like tools. No. These are my boys. This is my soul family. It's true love. And I feel like they have reincarnated over and over and over. Isn't that great? Reincarnated. That they just keep, it's the same 3 cats keep coming back over and over and over again to help me through this, and I love them, right? So think in terms of that. Don't jump to conclusions on that, but take that there is a true love thing going on here. Divine love, unconditional love, 5th dimensional and above love going on here. It's good to know. Good to know, because you can't really fuck up the path of true love, but the course of true love never did run smooth. Midsummer Night's Dream. Let's ask the Ascended Masters through the Healing Mantra deck. Matt Kahn. Blessed be Matt Kahn. You're so wonderful. Haven't met him. Not getting kickbacks for talking about how great his cards are. No. Not getting paid by him, at least. Nor Hay House. I don't think they would go for it anyway. I'm a witch. I'm probably not on their list. Nice deep breath. Still point. Oh, my Ascended Masters, you're just melting me. That feels so good. Please. 1 card in clarity. A healing mantra. The perfect healing mantra for this Cancerian collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Mercury sign. Please. What is the healing mantra that will help them through this new moon in Pisces to full moon in Virgo, Mercury retrograde included in all of that, like a big weird cherry on top? My masters. Let's have a look-see, duck-see. Now, one side of the card is the mantra, the other side of the card is the name of the mantra, so I can look it up in the bookie book. I forgot to read Scorpios because it was so intense, I just kept going. But I won't do that. I'm going to hold it in my hand. Who did you get? Oh, Celebrating Simplicity. Leo just got the same card. So if you have any Leo influence, if you haven't watched it yet, you might wanna. I am more fulfilled when there is less to manage and maintain. Oh, and it opened right to the page. Okay. Alrighty now. Celebrating Simplicity. I am more fulfilled when there is less to manage and maintain. Doubt you can see that with the lighting. But, you know, it's like pastel cards with white writing. You know, if I did a Oracle cards, Mr. Lyons, we can't see it because it's black ink on black paper. I'm like, yeah, what's your point? You have to have the third eye open to see that. Celebrating Simplicity. I am more fulfilled when there is less to manage and maintain. When there are fewer details to manage, you are able to receive more joy. I think we can agree with that. The more commitments that pile up in your life, the less likely you are to find the time to take everything in. Agreed. When they're coming at you from all sides, it's a little chaotic. Once all moving parts have been arranged in a proper working balance, simplicity can be celebrated, and you glean the most benefit from your reality. This mantra is ideal for creating stronger boundaries, definitely part of spiritual growth, healing your inner people pleaser, and you know, being a people pleaser, I was I will still fall prey to it, and that's part of being empathic. Sometimes when you're feeling other people's feelings, you interpret it that how they feel is related to you somehow, and so you try and people please them so that they feel better about you. But even on a sense that even if you're feeling their emotions in your body, you're manipulating them so they feel better, so you feel better. It's still not great, right? So that sort of heals your inner people pleaser. It's like, you know what? Let's just do this simply. And the last one here, finding moments of serenity. Serenity now! I am more fulfilled when there is less to manage and maintain. And that does make sense here. In terms of your spiritual growth, a major emotional, at least hitting you in the heart decision about a new beginning. Yes, I could see this could be about a true love relationship. Again, nothing here screaming as the Lover's card indicates somewhat, because it's not going to be like that all the way across the collective. But know that there is we're always on the path of true love, but there is some relationship here that needs to be simplified, and maybe the simplification that you can start with is saying, all right, let me not guess what this is. There's going to be work involved here. Let me learn. This is about me learning. Particularly Mercury retrograde, particularly in a waxing thing with an ace and your first card down with fire. You have the security that you need to do this, but simplify, 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 so you can celebrate simplicity. May the Cancerian collective, Sun, Moon, Rising Mercury signs be blessed with all that they need this new moon to full moon next. Thank you so much, my subscribers, for subscribing. I'm so touched. I'm so happy. And if you're new to the channel, please do like and subscribe. There's so much more to come. But for now, wishing you the very best and the very blessed of this new moon to full moon next. Hail, farewell, and blessed, blessed be.